Welcome to a quick walkthrough of Group Link's Everything Help Desk Internal Asset Tracker piece. First, I'm going to log in as the system admin. The first thing we're going to have to do is coming in here to our asset tracker and selecting Group Configuration. This will allow us to turn on the internal asset tracker with the correct group that we wish to associate with the internal asset tracker. Understand that we can select multiple groups for the internal asset tracker, but one of these must be selected for our asset tracker icon to appear above. Once this is saved, go ahead and select the asset tracker icon in the top row. The first thing we're going to be showing is our import capabilities within the internal asset tracker. What I'm going to do is go ahead and select a CSV file to import. Now understand that there are two file types that are necessary to help with an import, a CSV or an Excel CSV file. Go ahead and choose your file to import. You'll notice the three icons available here before we load the file. Is the first line a row of labels? Create new location, create new group. This first icon is telling the system that your Excel file has labels with it. These next two icons will create a new location and group only if they do not match what is already included in the help desk system. Go ahead and load the file. What I'm going to do is map the labels here for my Excel CSV file with the fields included in the internal asset tracker. Once you have mapped all of these fields, go ahead and select Import. This will import the assets into the internal asset tracker. Understand that a unique asset number is required in order to import assets. If you are looking to update or append the information, all you would have to do is match asset numbers, and the help desk import ability will be able to update the information included in the internal asset tracker inside of the Everything Help Desk. We also have a vendor import capability to help you track and monitor the vendors that you deal with. Notice that we can add a vendor individually, or what we can do is import our vendors. What we're going to do is go ahead and select a CSV file or an Excel CSV file to import. Select the file. Select this icon here if you have a row of labels included in the CSV file. Once the file is loaded, you'll need to map the labels here on the left-hand side with the appropriate fields included in the vendor section of the internal asset tracker. Once these fields are selected, go ahead and import your vendors. Here in the vendor section, we will be able to see all of the vendors that we have either manually added or imported from a CSV file here. If we wish to make changes or edit these vendors, go ahead and select the edit icon. Here it has all of the vendor information as well as any additional notes that are included for each vendor. We have a similar functionality for software licenses. We can track and monitor how many licenses we have, as well as how many have been installed on individual machines in our organization. To add new software licenses, simply select the green plus on the top hand of the page. Simply fill out the product name, version, vendor, number of licenses, purchase date, support expiration date, or any notes included here, then select Save. Once your software license is saved, you'll notice every software piece that you have in your organization listed here. Go ahead and select the software that you were looking at to see more information. Go ahead and make any changes if necessary and click Save. Now we're going to look at our List Assets section here. The List Assets link will show us all of the assets that have now been imported into the Everything Help Desk. We can simply scroll if necessary to find an asset that we need, or we can type in any information that we need in the filters to find the exact asset we are looking for. Once we find that asset, we can click here to see all of the information associated with this asset. Here we have all the information that has been associated with this asset. You'll notice the 4 required fields are asset number, asset name, asset type, asset status. All of the other fields are not mandatory within the system. You'll notice above the different tabs associated with this asset. Asset fields showing us the different fields we can tie and associate with this asset. The Accounting Information tab shows us any and all of the accounting information that you have associated with this asset. From the eHelpDesk tab, we can see the type of issues that have happened with this asset and open up the ticket directly from here. This way we can see all of the problems and if it's tied to a specific part or piece of that asset. The Software Licenses tab shows us all of the licenses that we've paid for that are installed on this system. The Remote Management tab shows us information to help us with the remote control piece of the Everything Help Desk. The information that is required is the host name, typically the IP address, as well as the VNC port that it is installed. Understand, to be able to remote control, a VNC would have to be installed on the individual machine. To take control of this machine, simply select the remote control link here. Go ahead and run the file. Notice now that I'm taking over the machine application host here. I can install, check, or really do anything that I need to from my computer of this other machine. This other tab, the Additional Computer Properties tab, is a custom tab with custom fields that I have created. To create these fields, first we'll have to come down here to Asset Types. Here is where we would specify the type of assets that we have. This list is customizable by you, and you can have as many of these types that you wish. Now we will move on to reporting. Any field included in the internal asset tracker can be searched on, including our custom question. To filter by one of these specific fields, simply type in the information that is needed. To add this search criteria to the report, simply select the green plus. To search on any of the additional fields, simply scroll down. You'll notice this information here are the tabs that we saw with every individual asset. If we wish to add additional information, search on any of these other fields, simply type in the information and select the green plus. Column order here helps us display the information in the order that we wish. If you wish to add certain fields to this filter or this report, simply drag and drop. Understand that the list here on the right hand side may be reorganized to your liking as well. You may add any additional fields that you would like to our column order. There is not a limit to that. Once you have got this filter to your liking, simply select the Apply Filter icon. A list of assets that meet that criteria will appear here. To run a graphical report in the internal asset tracker, simply select the Create a Graphical Report icon here. Select the type of format you wish the report to be in. Also select the type of grouping you wish to be associated with this report. Once you've set the report as you wish, apply the filter. Notice now we've listed our assets, grouping them by the asset types: laptops, PDA, desktop, servers. This is the basics of the internal asset tracker logged in as a system admin. There will be a few changes to the ticket. Let me show you these. We will fill out a ticket just like we have before. As we are filling out the ticket, notice the asset icon appears here on this section of the ticket screen. Since we've only associated the internal asset tracker with our IT group, when I select my maintenance group, notice the asset tracker box to search for assets is not available. At any time, we can open a ticket and tie a specific asset to an individual ticket or problem. To do this, simply select the magnifying glass here. Notice that these search boxes here are correlated with the information that I had already populated within the ticket to help you find the asset as quickly as possible. From this page, we can select the glasses to give us a quick view of the assets in the fields that are filled out with this asset. This page is exactly the same as we saw logged in as a system admin. To tie this asset with this ticket, simply select the green plus here. Now we will go ahead and save the ticket. Once the ticket is saved, the asset name will appear above the asset box. If you select this link, it will take you to the tabs and fields associated with this asset. Also, directly from the ticket, we can remote control and take over this computer using this icon here. This way, using VNC, we can take over this computer. By being able to remote control directly from the ticket, we are able to troubleshoot, train, and be more efficient within our organization to help us meet our service level agreements or those other standards that we've put into place. This is the only change within the ticket itself that you will notice when you begin to utilize the internal asset tracker. If you need additional help or clarification or have any questions, please feel free to contact us at 801-335-0700.